Assalamu alaikum. Um, Today we're just gonna be going on a walk together. So it's cold. I don't know what you guys consider cold. It's 53 degrees where I am right now, and literally I have 5 layers of clothes on because it's so cold. I'm like, honestly, I don't know how I would survive like if I moved to somewhere that has snow. Only God, only Allah knows. Because to move to a place that has snow, I have 5 layers of clothes on now, and and I know if I tell anybody else, they're gonna be like, "Girl, it's only 53 degrees. Why do you have 5 layers of clothes on?" But I just can't. I can't. My melanin is running for its life. I don't know how people wake up early in the morning when it's snowing and go for runs. Alhamdulillah, good for them. But it couldn't be me. It just couldn't. Um, but yeah, so I'm not going to be going too far. I'm just going to make like, I'm only going to be on here for a few minutes. Um, gonna be like walking around my community. It's literally not that big. Um, and yeah, just want to see how you guys are doing, chat, and um, be live with you guys. And just praise Allah during this walk. For example, Alhamdulillah, look how big that tree is. Do you guys ever just go on walks and you see trees and you just think about like the scientific backing of it? Like, if trees didn't exist, we wouldn't exist because we need them for oxygen. Um, well, one of the many things, because scientists also found out some other discoveries, right? But yeah, it's just like things like that. I'm like, Alhamdulillah, Allah is so great to make it possible that, you know, something like this, something that we take for granted all the time and just walk past all the time, has such deep, profound purpose. Alhamdulillah. Um, but let me make sure that you guys can hear me. 1 second here. Um, Let me pause to make sure you guys can hear me. If you're having, well, I was gonna say if you have trouble hearing me, say in the comments, but obviously if you can't hear me, there won't be a way for you to tell me that, right? Obviously, if you can't hear me, yep, there won't be a way for great you to tell me that, right? So you guys can hear me. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I just, I have no idea what Allah has in store for me, in this next upcoming year. But I can do, even though that this year that I had now was, mm, it came with its challenges. I still praise Allah for allowing me to um, just allow me to be able to be present, to be able to have the things that I'm blessed with, because not a lot of people have the same blessings that I have. Alhamdulillah, look at this tree, it's so beautiful. Ah, mashallah. But so yeah, that's it for me, honestly. But something that I want to, oops, something I want to implement um, this upcoming year for myself is to do more of these walks for 5 minutes. I just walk, I look around in my surroundings, and I just practice gratitude to Allah and just meditate. I think it's so mm, beneficial that we do that. And I want to practice doing that like at random times in my day. Um, just when I'm at my desk, because working remotely, you could just get trapped of just being at your desk all day doing absolutely nothing. I don't know if anyone knows or goes through this same experience, but I want to practice, you know, even if it's just every 2 hours going for a dicker walk and just practicing gratitude and being present in Allah, and just using it as a source to clear my mind. And I definitely challenge you guys this upcoming year to do the same thing as well. Oh, look at those birds. So beautiful, mashallah. The sun has so much significance. You know, I went to, I like to, it sounds silly, but I like to call it my Muslim church because we meet on Sundays. And when I think about Sundays, I think about church. um, and they were talking about, they mentioned this, and it really like, I felt that, like the fact that, um, there's a car coming. The fact that the sun is something that we take for granted all the time, like, and that we should praise Allah for being able to just be so magnificent, because the sun is something that at the end of the day, if it was just a few, if it was closer or farther, human existence wouldn't exist. There would be no humans. So just the position of the sun itself is one of the many things we should praise Allah for. Alhamdulillah. I am so grateful for everything that Allah continues to bless me with, like the ability to be able to walk right now. I don't know if anybody ever thinks about the small things in life that hello, that we should be grateful for. I feel like it's so easy, especially today with social media and just how fast things are going. It's so easy for us to take these simple things for granted. For example, the fact that I'm able to walk. There's so much people out there that doesn't have that same blessing. Yet we go around all day just walking about our lives and not thinking, not practicing any gratitude for the ability to walk, right? Sometimes we know that we should be fit, um, and you know, just need to do like a 30-minute walk a day. That's it. But yet we say, I don't feel like it. That in itself alone is such a blessing. Alhamdulillah. Like, we have the blessing of choosing when to use our legs. When others don't have that choice, they just can't use it. So, for that, I am forever grateful for being able to have these things that we take for granted. And I ask Allah to forgive me for the times where I took these things for granted. Um, for example, the ability to speak, not everyone has that same ability, the ability of sight for me to be able to see all these different colors, even just the ability of seeing colors is such a great thing because there's some people that are colorblind, and then there's some people that are just blind. So I want to know, like, how often do you think about these small things, these things that we consider small, but to others could be considered big, like sight. That's huge. But because we take it for granted on a regular basis, because it's something that we were gifted with by Allah, that we were born with, we just, we don't see it as a gift. We don't see it as a blessing. We don't see it as something that we should be grateful for, the gift of sight. But I praise Allah for allowing me to have the ability to know that that's a blessing. Um, and that's something that I should be grateful for because, good morning, good, how are you? Because, yeah, it could definitely be something that we overlook all the time, the ability to see. And even, for example, the ability to hear, right? That's another one. For anyone that's listening to this video right now, say, mashallah, alhamdulillah, like you can hear me and you can hear me well. You know, there's a lot of people that don't have that same privilege that we have, the ability of hearing. And I think, we take that for granted all the time as well. So I think that's something that as believers we should really try to practice. If this is something that you weren't doing before, and yes, mashallah, if this was something that you weren't doing before in 2024, then start today or start in 2025. Make it a habit to practice gratitude, even if it's just for once a week. You just take a walk and you just think about all the things that Allah has blessed you with. Think about the things that are big, the things that are small, and give video shout outs by showing the face of the people you say good morning to. Um, I don't even know those people I said good morning to. I'm just literally walking and I just said good morning. Um, but yeah, anyways, I just think that we should try to make that a habit at least once a week. Go outside and just practice gratitude, go on different walks, and just thank Allah for all the blessings that you take for granted and the ones that are so evident in your life that you have no other thing to say but mashallah and praise Allah. So yeah. Like, wow, look at you guys, it's a birdie. Good morning, birdie. How beautiful is Allah's creation when you think about all the things on this earth that He's created. Oopsies. Okay. Goodbye, Mrs. or Mr. Birdie. But seriously, I really think that you guys should, whenever you have time within the day, just go for a try to make it a habit, 5 to 10 minute walk a week. Just practicing gratitude and thanking Allah for all the blessings that He's gifted us with. I saw that someone joined and left. So thanks for them for joining and thanks to them for leaving, I guess. So I'm just gonna walk for 4 more minutes and then I'm going to get going. Um, just wanted to spend 20 minutes with you guys today. Just as a reminder for you guys to take a walk, um, or to take time out of your day to just praise Allah. Outside of the 5 prayers that you do, this is what this video is about. This is your reminder of all the things that you take for granted, the reminder of how great and beautiful Allah's creation is, and how blessed you are to be one of the chosen ones, one of the ones that can consider yourself Muslim, that's a part of the fold. You're chosen by Allah. It's a busy day. There's a lot of cars today. People are moving as well. It's a lot happening. A lot. Um, when I'm not like doing this by myself, good morning. When I'm not doing this like by myself, um, sorry, when I'm not streaming and when I go for walks alone, I always use that time to like try to learn a new uh, prayer or Quranic verse that I can pray. Um, I think it's a good way to be able to learn those things. And it's also like an act of worship, actively learning or fruit. It's always the little ones. It's always the little ones that has the biggest works. You guys, I passed like 2 huge dogs and they just chilled. They just looked at me. And that little chihuahua is so rowdy. But yeah, I think that too. I used to practice that all the time. I will say I haven't been doing that anymore, but I want to make that something that I start doing again, using the walks to learn the Quran when I'm on a walk. I think that's of high importance. So I don't know. Tell me in the comments whenever you watch this video, when you go on your dhikr walk, what do you do? What do you say? What things are you reflecting on? If you feel comfortable sharing, maybe this will promote one another or to be able to just do walks as well. Walks where we actively seek and praise them. So we've hit the 20-minute mark. Sometimes the sun look unnatural to me, like it just looks like a big ball of lights. So we've hit our 20 minutes. I hope that this was a good reminder for you to just remember to go out today, take in some sunlight, um, and just praise Allah as you walk. Remember Allah. Um, so I'm gonna get going now. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for the 3 people that popped in for 2 seconds and left. It was nice being with you guys. May Allah bless you all, and may you find peace as you go with your week ahead. And most importantly, may you practice gratitude and remembering Allah in all things that you do. Assalamu alaikum.